crime coverage. We're taking a look at several local arrests over the weekend.
That's right. NBC 10's Ann McAllister joins us now with a look at all that happened this past weekend. Anna, good morning.
Good morning, Bodie. It looks like it was a busy weekend for law enforcement across the area, with crimes ranging from alleged domestic battery to planned arson. Friday night, Ouachita Parish Sheriff's deputies arrested a Monroe man after he threatened to burn down a local business. Deputies say this man, Patrick Anderson, was spewing threats at the owners of Mel's Towing and threatened to set the fire to the company after there were issues with his bill. Authorities attempted to remove Anderson. He resisted. Anderson is charged with resisting an officer and false information of a planned arson. Early Sunday morning, a Ouachita Parish Sheriff's deputy responded to a call in reference to a physical disturbance. When they arrived at the residence, the deputy learned that the suspect, Ryan Caldwell, had left. Caldwell was located driving on Highway 151, where he was pulled over, arrested on a traffic warrant, and brought back to the residence. The victim, who identified herself as Caldwell's girlfriend, said Caldwell manhandled her and she had scratches on her arms. There were 2 children at the residence at the time of the altercation. The victim's 12-year-old son told police he saw Caldwell hit his mom in the face, grab her hair, and push her to the ground. Caldwell was transported to Ouachita Correctional Center and charged with domestic battery and child endangerment. And Monroe police officers responded to calls about a domestic disturbance Sunday morning. The victim claims when she came home from work, Tyrone Lacey was at the residence with children and had been drinking. She says Lacey had asked her to have sex with him and she said no. When she laid on the couch, she says that Lacey laid on top of her and asked her for sex again, and she pushed him off of her and told him to leave. The victim told police Lacey then grabbed her by the neck, pushed her into the TV, and ran out the back door. He then returned to the residence, banging on the back door. Lacey was arrested and charged with domestic abuse battery.
Thank you, Anna. 2 Louisiana hospitals are getting together for a possible merger. Friday, a non-binding agreement went into effect between the Lafayette General Hospital and the Ochsner Health System. This merger would create the biggest health system in the Gulf South. Officials say the aim is to enhance and expand services across the region. Lafayette General will serve as the regional hub as per the agreement, and employees there can expect at least a $2 raise. Ochsner says it will invest $365 million over the next 10 years. Final approval on the merger are expected for the spring. And Sterlington is seeing some financial progress, and that's all thanks to a fiscal administrator. The administrator telling our partners at the News Star they have a plan in place for 17 of the $21 million debt. Sterlington has considered many options to help settle that debt, from a sales tax to signage at the ballpark to sewer rate increases. In August, the Board of Aldermen voted to raise the sewer rates to $48, and now they are looking at yet another increase, which would make the rate $68. Now, Mayor Cesar Velasquez says there are many other cost-saving measures they are working on, but for now, he says a sales tax is not in the near future.
A monument honoring the sacrifices of Gold Star families in Arkansas has been unveiled on the grounds of the state capitol. The monument was approved by the state legislature in 2017. It is one of over 50 that currently stand in 43 states. The central figure is a reverse silhouette of a saluting soldier, while the open shape represents those who have fallen while serving their country.
The families of the fallen have never had a monument dedicated to them. And it's our desire that this monument is a place where they can come and reflect, meditate, and pray if they like, and possibly get some closure for their tragic losses. So that's what this monument is for.
More than $85,000 was raised from the public for this project.
And a little closer to home, the Blue Star Mothers of Northeast Louisiana celebrated families whose children paid the ultimate sacrifice in a ceremony yesterday. The last Sunday of September is recognized nationally as Gold Star Mother's Day. Gold Star parents are those who lost their children while they were actively serving in the line of duty. On Sunday, there were 43 Gold Star families recognized right here in Nela.
Not only to remember these great Americans, but you honor them. You honor them by standing up for what we know is right and righteous and morally and ethically the right thing to do.
The loss of a child is hard, and I don't think anybody can understand it fully unless you've done it yourself.
Gold Star Mother's Day was incorporated in 1929 by the U.S. Congress. Well, coming up next, we're getting closer to hunting season in Sportsman Paradise.
That's right. We have some safety tips to keep in mind up next, but first, here's